The Rey draw is out, boys and girls, and some interesting results. Real Madrid against Sociedad, Barcelona against Atletico. Let's talk about both games. Let's talk about the matchup. Let's talk about the preview. Let's talk about the prediction. And of course, most importantly, who is going most likely to win this tournament. Before we start, don't forget to, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and of course, put down in the comments your own preview and what you think for both games, and if you actually wanted to face that specific team. Apologies for, of course, the quality. I know it's very different to what you guys see. I know you guys are used to see the kinky blue lights, but at the moment, I'm in a hotel room. I'm literally holding my hand. I'm literally holding this phone because I couldn't find anywhere to put this phone and to find good lighting, basically. But listen, I'm in Qatar and I'm still giving you guys daily content. So stop telling me to be consistent, because I am. But listen, let's talk about it. Real Madrid against Sociedad. First of all, to bear in mind is that both games will take place in 2 weeks from now. The first leg and the second leg will take place at the beginning of April, the first week of April. So that is, of course, there is a month separation. There is 4 league games in between, and of course, a potential round of 16 Champions League knockout stage in between. So in between both games, you're about to play 6 games, 4 leagues, 2 Champions Leagues. The first leg will be of the Copa del Rey will be played away to Sociedad, between Real Madrid and Sociedad. And the first leg of the Barcelona Atletico will be played at Barcelona. The second leg at Wanda, the second leg at Santiago Bernabeu. So as for Real Madrid, we do get the second leg advantage playing at home, which is, I think, to be fair, I think is very important. That's one. Out of all teams, I'm going to be so real, I would rather face Sociedad. No disrespect to Sociedad. I know they're a great team. I know they've got great important pieces in the midfield, Zubimendi, Bryce Mendes, so on and so forth. But out of the 3 teams, the potential, the options, which is Atleti, Barcelona, and Sociedad, I'm very happy with Sociedad. Barcelona, we faced them twice this season, 9-2. Atleti, we faced them twice this season, we didn't win both games. So with Sociedad, we faced them once this season, we beat them 2-0. I think, yeah, that's it. The 2-0 was away from home at Anoeta, beginning of the season, when Mbappe scored that screamer. So I'm very happy with how things are going with Sociedad. In terms of am I scared of Sociedad? Not really. I do think now, listen, the game yesterday has given me so much reassurance, especially the 30 minutes I saw against Atleti. Because I think now, Carlo came out and said himself. Carlo came out and said after the game against Manchester City, he said, listen, I'm confident. I'm happy that this team is now finally ticking. And this is what I want to see. I'm very happy with the fact that this team is ticking at the right time, at the right moment of the season. Crunch time, basically. We've got a Champions League knockout where we're trying to win the league. We're only 1 point ahead of Atleti, 2 points ahead of Barcelona, and we've got the Copa del Rey. So we're trying to chase that treble, which we've never done. So I'm happy that this team is clicking the right moment with Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vini, Jude. We just now need all of them to perform at the right level, at the right same time, all of them playing good. So the fact that now with Sociedad coming up with the first leg, I'm kind of happy. Matchup-wise, listen, we beat them early this season. Of course, the midfield or Zubimendi, by the time I think that game arrives 2 weeks from now. So it's not next week, it's the following week. Next week, we've got Manchester City in the midweek. The following week, we've got Sociedad in the midweek. By that time, Alaba most likely will be back. Rudiger, I'm expecting him to start. Vasquez will be back, so our defensive options will be there. I know what we might do because of the fact we've got City next week. And we've got another league game. We've got Girona, I believe it is. After we've got Osasuna, City, Girona, Sociedad, and then another league game, and then the Champions League. So we've got so many games, literally 3 games apart. The question is, between that game, playing away from home, is Arda Güler going to be playing? Is Endrick going to be playing? Is he going to be giving chances to the players that hasn't played consistently? Arda Güler, of course, if you guys remember, played the last league game at Sociedad. He started that game. He did decent, to be fair. He did decent. He got about 60, 65 minutes. He did decent. Is he going to be playing now? I don't know. Brahim Diaz as well. Is he going to be playing? I do see Carlo. Listen, the game against the Gunners, he kind of rested a lot of the players and started like the backups. Is he going to do the same now against Sociedad? The good thing about it is both legs. So we've got the first leg and the second leg. So if we lose the first leg, I'm still confident we can go through. Overall, I'm kind of happy with the draw. I'm kind of happy that we got Sociedad. And I do hope the likes of Endrick, the likes of Arda Güler, the likes of Brahim Diaz will start 3 games. The likes of Jude, you can see he's exhausted. Rodrigo, you can see he's exhausted. Mbappe, I know he scored, but the injury, you can see he still has a little knock with the injury. So I kind of hope Fede, bro, needs rest. Fede needs rest. So this game, I kind of hope Fede gets rested because this guy's been playing every single game at high intensity, playing both centre-back, right-back. So he needs rest. So overall, I hope for the first leg, we kind of see those kind of Jude and Fede getting rested, the 2 most important players, and Endrick gets chances, Brahim gets chances, and of course Arda Güler gets chances. As for Barcelona against Atleti, I think that's the matchup that I think all of us are waiting for, just because the fact it's very interesting. It's very interesting. The first leg, to bear in mind, is taking place at Barcelona. The second leg will take place at Wanda. So at Wanda, so Atleti has got the advantage of playing the second leg away from home. Sorry, at home. The last time they played, it was 2-1. The last time both these two played, it was 2-1 at Atleti. I think all of you guys remember what happened in December. The last game of December, Barcelona had over 500 chances to make it 5-6-7-0. They hit the crossbar 3 times, and then out of nowhere, Atleti gets an equaliser, and last dying second of the match, Atleti gets a winner with Solif at Barcelona. So Atleti has got the experience. Atleti can hurt Barcelona away from home. As for Real Madrid now, as for Atleti, this game will be interesting just because of the fact both teams are very close to each other in the league. So I'm not expecting... And both teams would want to win this tournament. And both teams are technically qualified automatically for the Champions League. So this is kind of interesting because, let's say for argument's sake, Atleti can face either a potential of Real Madrid or someone else. Imagine if Atleti face Real Madrid in the round of 16. That will be the interesting part, because if they do face Atleti, Real Madrid in the round of 16, that means they've got Barcelona in the Copa del Rey semi-final, league game, and then Real Madrid knockout stage. So that's going to be first leg at Santiago Bernabeu. So essentially they might be playing 3 games away from home. Away from home to Barcelona, away in the cup, away from home in the league, and then away from home to Real Madrid in the round of 16. So that's the crazy part about it. But I do think, listen, Barcelona matches up well with Atleti. I've seen some Barcelona fans that say, oh, I don't want to face Atleti's team. I think, let's be real, out of all the teams that Barcelona could have faced, and out of all the teams which they would have preferred to face, we would have been the most easy preferred option. Let's be honest. Let's be real. We would have been the team which they would rather face. Secondly speaking, Atleti, previously years, bro, Atleti will always, put the pants down for Barcelona. It was always light work for Barcelona. I never approached a game between Atleti and Barcelona, and I said to myself, I'm worried about Atleti. I think Barcelona's got their numbers, and whether with any manager, Xavi, Koeman, Setien, it can be any manager, bro. Yes, I know Atleti won the 2 league title, bro. Barcelona always has Atleti numbers. Let's just not forget that. The game earlier this season, of course, puts a lot of things into perspective, but still, Barcelona should have won that game. If you guys watched that game, it should have been 5-6-7-0 before Atleti scored their first goal and the equaliser. So I'm not looking at that game and saying it's going to have a massive impact. Of course, mentally it's going to be there, but at the same time, mentally, Barcelona would know they can beat these lot. And mentally, they would know that, bro, if we play to our game, it's the same way we did last time, they will beat them. Atleti isn't the team which I'm looking at and saying, I'm expecting Atleti to beat Barcelona. I'm not. I'm still expecting Barcelona to win this tie. I think matchup-wise, it favours well with Barcelona. The only thing that you can even think of, I'm saying maybe they can hurt Barcelona, is of course the high line, which worked for both of the goals, the Atleti goals. It worked well last time. Hansi Flick, is he going to counter that? Is he going to make sure? I mean, I'm not looking at Hansi Flick and saying to myself, he should have done something different last game, because last game, the game should have been put into bed in the first half and second half. So I do expect Barcelona, bro. I mean, listen, this is complete early predictions, but I do expect Barcelona to win that game. And secondly speaking, I look at Barcelona, are they the favourites to win the Champions League? No, they're not. Are they, as of right now, the favourite to win the league? I mean, listen, they're 2 points behind us, 1 point behind Atleti. It's going to be interesting because the schedule is crazy. The schedule is very crazy because it's similar to what I said about Real Madrid. It's the same with Barcelona and Atleti. Then, okay, us is different. We've got City next game, but forget City. Yeah, after that we've got a league game, Osasuna. The other two, Atletico Barcelona, they've got a league game. Then it's the Copa Del Rey semi-final. We've got Sociedad, they've got both a Barcelona and Atleti. And then league game. And then 3 days later, it's a Champions League round of 16. And then it's a league game. So it's literally 3 days after each. Barcelona, I'm not expecting to rotate because they rely on the likes of Pedro, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha. With Atleti, it's the same thing. But I think this is where it will come down to. It will come down to moments of the game where Lamine Yamal can step up, Rafinha can step up, Pedri can step up. The same way we witnessed it in the first half with all of the missed chances. With Barcelona, we saw with Atleti, the Alvarez, the Griezmann. But at the same time, what Atleti does better than any other team is the in-game management in the second half. Simeone this season has scored, Atleti as a whole has scored more goals in the second half than any other team. And at the same time, more goals off the bench than any other team. And at the same time, the players that they bring off the bench, like some Molina, Soluf, and Correa, bro, they can bring people off the bench. At the same time, the last time they played Barcelona, the likes of Lino never played. But this time around, they've got Lino and, of course, Simeone on the right-hand side. So, which, of course, Koundé and Bode has to take care of. I think it's going to be interesting. I do think both games will be interesting. But I think my overall prediction, early prediction as of right now, before, of course, the game starts, I do think I'm going with Real Madrid to beat Sociedad. And I'm going with Atleti to beat... Barcelona to beat Atleti. So I'm expecting the semi-finals. So I'm expecting the final to basically be an El Clasico Copa del Rey final. The first time we've witnessed this since 2011, I believe. Put down in the comments. I think since... No, not 2011. 2013-14 with the Gareth Bale Mark Bartra. So technically speaking, the last 2 Copa del Rey finals, which consisted of both Real Madrid and Barcelona, we've won both 2014 and 2011 with the Ronaldo header. So, hey! So despite the fact that Barcelona beat us twice, hey! We do have their numbers. But listen, this is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with early predictions Madrid, early prediction Barcelona in the final of both the Copa del Rey final. Put down in the comments how you guys are feeling, whether you're a Barcelona fan, whether you're happy to face Atleti, if this is the team you wanted, and your prediction. And also put down in the comments if you're a Madrid fan. I'm sure all of you guys are happy with Sociedad and what your prediction is for the game and who you would rather face in the final, Atleti or Barcelona. Of course, as you guys know, this phone, me holding the phone, it's not going to be consistent. It's only going to be literally, this might be the last video I'm going to do with this, because tomorrow's video is a Q&A video, which I've already prepared before I left to Qatar. And by the time I come back to UK in the next couple of days on the weekend, I'm going to be doing a review. I'm not going to be doing a watch-along for Madrid and Osasuna because I'm landing Saturday night and Madrid are playing Saturday afternoon. But a review will still come out on Sunday afternoon once I've rewatched the game. And I'll be back with the usual watch-alongs on Monday when Barcelona faces Rayo Vallecano. But guys, don't forget to, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe. Thank you so much. We've reached 50, 51 already. We literally reached 50 a couple of days ago. Now we reached 51. So I'm very grateful and appreciative of the support that keeps going and going and going. And like I said, the next target is 100k, and I can't do it without all of your support. So I'm watching, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow with a Q&A video with all the questions which you guys asked and an age reveal.